Alrighty, let's go. Wake Up Web3. Can't hear you, Reptar.
Muted again. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you.
Come on, Boomer. You're muted, Boomer.
We're late too.
Yeah, we are definitely late today. Sorry, I was reading a lot of there's a lot of news going on today, and I was reading it and looked up, and it was 9:57, and Reptar and I had not even gotten online and started prepping. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Listen, Reptar's going to be late for his own funeral, but when JC's late, that's when I'm like, something's wrong.
Yeah. I was literally like, there's a lot of stuff going on today, and the news is actually changing. First and foremost, we actually went over 97 briefly. Bitcoin is currently at 96,761, but there for a second, it rocked up over 97K. Let's go.
I think we need to pull up the bubbles because
yeah, let's go straight to bubbles.
Last night was amazing. I think this is the first time in probably years that I've sat there and watched the chart, and just wow, guys. Obviously, we got some alts moving, but Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of stole the show. And obviously, Bitcoin ripped. We corrected a little bit, but there it is. Look at that.
This is the daily, guys. Up 4,000 on the daily.
So let me ask you something. Do you think we're going to break 100K today?
I don't know. That we've got some things that are going to happen today that could positively or negatively affect the price. We're going to talk about those in a minute. But the first thing that we should talk about is the fact that, yes, the daily candle did close over 94,000, which is what we've been waiting for. What remains to be seen is now we had a daily close over 94,000. Do we rock it up, or do we fall underneath and test it and then come back above it, or do we fall below it and crash back down?
And guys, this should be no surprise to you if you've been following us for the past few weeks. DJ's been talking about these support levels. And the 94K was a really important resistance level. We bounced off it many times. And the reason that I'm so bullish about this is because a few days ago, we just printed a golden cross, which we also talked about on the show as well. So seeing this bullish price action after that, paired with all the institutional investment, all the governments and everything, I don't see how this cannot be the beginning of alt season. I don't
know. I'm concerned about I'm concerned about a lot of things going on in the world at large, both world events and like economic events. So short term, I don't know. I think today could be very, very volatile one way or another, and we'll get into that here in just a second. But let me come back over here. Excuse me one second.
The river is running and Dash is dashing.
All right, let's check this out today. So we're up to 3.29, which is still that's great. We are up, but by the way, in case you forgot, we were at 4.15. Less than what October 1, 2, 3, 3 months ago.
Yeah, I remember we were 1.5 around there. It's brutal.
So fear and greed right in the neutral section, which is good. We've slid back towards alt season, heading into overbought territory. But let's take a look at last night. Yay. Is that a daily? Sorry. That's good. No, that's an hourly.
So daily. As soon as it broke the resistance, so Reptar was leverage trading last night, of course, I had $40 I was working with, and I did very well. I knew it was going to go up. No one really knows. I had a good feeling it was going to go up based on what we've talked about in the metrics and DJ's TA.
Mm-hmm.
I 150x leverage longed, and it just went.
Nice.
And guys, I get wrecked a lot leverage trading, but that was
nice to take a win every now and then.
Yeah, and again, I don't usually mess with 150x leverage, but that's how bullish I was. That's how confident I was.
So you go. You can look. So I'm zooming out here on the hourly, just so we can kind of see. Let me do like 4 hourly or something. I mean, this is looking good, but
and that is a reverse head and shoulders right there, if I'm not mistaken.
Shoulder, head, shoulder. So if DJ's, so what's the bottom here is 84. The ridge line is 94. So you should expect this, like you should take this line. All right, let me do this real quick. So this is the shoulder line. Like what you're supposed to do, I think, and DJ's going to have to correct me or any of you guys. So you take this line right here, and then you grab it, and you move it. Can I grab it? I don't want to draw it. I want to grab it.
But yeah, guys, a lot of the stuff that we're predicting is just reading charts, and obviously, no one really knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, don't follow my TA here. I'm just messing around.
But most of the time, they play out. So if you're paying attention to these patterns, you can see where it's going to go. And last night there was a bull flag that printed, so I was just like, that looks bullish to me, and you got a 50-50 chance of being right. So those are good odds.
I'm saying, and it was a good time, and I'm glad it worked out for you. I will not be doing the leverage thing, but this is a nice setup for the near term. I think, as I remember, the next kind of TA window that the analysts are talking about is like right around the 100, but like, obviously 100,000 is a psychological level, so we got to get through that, and then there's like another level at the 104 to 106 before we can get back up to all-time highs. Does that happen? I think it depends a lot. I mean, long term, yeah, absolutely. In the near term, it depends on regulations, world events, world economies. We'll see.
What I really think, and this is just my theory. I have really no evidence to support this, but let me know what you guys think. I think that because people are familiar with the cycles, the rotation of liquidity from Bitcoin into Ethereum and then into the altcoins, I expected Bitcoin to go close to 200,000, maybe even 250,000. I know that's like really bullish price prediction. But now I don't think we're going to get there. I think as we pass 100,000 and we start moving up, I think people are going to panic rotate their profits early to try to catch the alts, because not a lot of alts are moving right now, but the ones with the narrative are the AI coins, the privacy coins, real world asset coins, banking coins like XRP, obviously. Those are the ones moving right now on their own, so the rest of the alt market really hasn't, it really hasn't come back. Even render's down like 50% for the year still. So the attention is very, very much still on Bitcoin, but I think that's going to change soon.
Yep. And we, I think it could be another example of what happened like at the top of the last bull cycle, where everyone was like, it's going to 100, it's going to 100, it's going to 100, it's going to 100. I'm not going to sell at 70 because it's going to 100. I'm not selling, it's going to 100. And then it double topped, and people ended up selling at 50 because they realized it wasn't coming back around. I think that's a very good possibility for this bull run as well. I would show you the Fed watch, but it's literally 95% no rate cut this month. Who cares? So if something were to happen and all of a sudden that flipped, because the rate cut meeting is like 2 weeks. So if something happened in the next 2 weeks and that flipped from 95% to something else, yeah, are we rich yet? We are pre-rich.
Pre-rich.
But if something happens in the near future to make the likelihood of a rate cut flip, then I would expect, because it's not priced in. Right now, what is priced in is no rate cut. So if we do get a rate cut, I would expect to see prices go up.
People are just getting greedy. We just had 3 rate cuts, 75 basis points. Like, that's...
But Trump's like, nope, I want all the rate cuts. I wanted a 2%, not a 0.25% rate cut. Joe Powell, worst Fed Reserve chairman ever. I want him gone. I hate that guy. He's under
It's just because it's the
investigation.
midterm and he's trying to make himself look as good as possible. We all know what's going on. We don't get political here. You know,
We only talk about anything political because lawmakers are political figures and the laws do affect us, and also we like to make fun of people.
and Trump's not so bad. We're tired of winning.
Yeah. So there was supposed to be a Supreme Court ruling today, like in 20 minutes, about the tariffs, whether or not the Trump tariffs done by the executive branch were allowable and legal, or if that had to go through Congress. We were expecting a Supreme Court ruling today. And funny enough, Polymarket was saying that there's a 71% chance that the U.S. Supreme Court would come back that no, Trump can't do that. That has to go through Congress, which would mean all those tariff monies have to go back. So we'll see. But that was scheduled for today. It is apparently not going to happen today.
And the tariffs seem irrelevant, guys, but it affects more than people think it does. I mean, even us, like with our merchandise that we were selling, anyone outside the United States had to pay a lot of money in shipping and all kinds of stuff with the tariffs. So we had to actually kind of take it down and kind of reprice some stuff. But it's a bigger deal than people think it is. And the tariffs were absolutely insane. They were like, what, JC, 90%?
It depends. It changed from week to week as well. I don't know. I don't know what they are anymore. I stopped looking. So this is
and one thing I want to clear up. I see this all over X today. Trump did not announce no taxes for crypto.
Nope, still has not announced that.
Past 3 days. I don't know why so many pages just regurgitate it or don't fact check it, but that is not true at all. I mean, it could be,
but it's not. It's not. That has not been announced. There's supposed to be an economic forum announcement type thing today. Like Trump's going to have a speech this afternoon that is supposed to be about economic policy. And so, of course, as we see every week, anytime Trump has an Oval Office announcement, crypto Twitter goes stupid. It's like, he's going to announce the Bitcoin reserve. He's going to announce XRP. Like, never, ever, when crypto Twitter has said that, has Trump said anything about crypto. Ever. The last time it was about maybe not the last time, but the time before that was about, a decrease in the cost of in vitro fertilization drugs. But every time Trump's like, I'm going to have an announcement. You're going to make an announcement today. Crypto's like, he's going to send crypto. I'm like, he's not talking about crypto. He may, but whatever. So yeah. So we already talked about that.
Trump is obviously bullish on crypto. His kid is so deep in that he's one of the richest people his age.
Let's talk about that. Because let's see.
You really think he's going to screw over his own bags and his own kid?
I have no, they put Barron Trump's picture on this, and I don't, but an insider with 100% win rate just opened $112 million short ahead of whatever order Trump is signing today.
Interesting. So does that mean that we should be shorting?
This guy is shorting, and he's apparently 100%. He's batting 1,000.
Batting 1,000. So, JC, we pulled up this chart yesterday. Actually, no, I'm going to try and find it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the same thing. This is what I was talking about. There's supposed to be Trump is supposed to sign a huge economy bill at 2 p.m. today. Sources say it will be connected to the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. So let me explain something to you, DeFi Tracer. If it's a bill, that means it came from Congress. We would already know what's in it. So there's if it's a bill signed by Congress, we don't have to speculate that it could contain strategic reserve because it would explicitly say that. Tracer, I'm guessing you're not from the U.S., or maybe you are and you're just a product of the poor education system, because otherwise you would know that if it was a bill. We need to go back to I'm just a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. Yeah. sorry, Tracer. Like, it's not going to be a bill about the Bitcoin. Now, an executive order is something totally different, but that's not what you said.
Well, speaking of insiders, JC, I just shared a picture in our Discord that I thought was really interesting. So, in case you guys don't know, there's this famous 4chaner who basically has been pretty much calling every cycle since, for the past like 2 or 3 cycles. Again, this is all over Twitter. You guys have probably seen this already. These are his price predictions. And again, he has been very, very accurate in the past. This is not gospel. This is not guaranteed. But I do think there's a lot of validity behind some of these price predictions.
Well, and here's the thing. How do you figure out who to follow on price predictions? Have they been right in the past, or have they been wrong in the past?
It's right at the bottom. The simulation repeats. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. So I really do think that once Bitcoin gets close to 200,000, or maybe even 150,000, it could be early, like I said, I think people are really going to start rotating into ETH, Solana, and then we're going to really see alts start ripping after that. It's hard to say when that's going to be, though, because again, most people are calling for February, March. But look how fast we just ran up to almost 100K. It went from basically 90 a couple days ago. Now we're at 100K almost. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But the main point and the main takeaway from all of this is just make sure you are positioned in the projects that you want to be positioned in for the next couple months. Because
make you once we start going, and maybe we're starting to go right now, maybe we'll have a pullback, I don't know, but once we start going, you need to already be in the positions that you like. And I'm not telling you what you should do, but I am not going to be chasing green candles. I'm not going to be like, oh, that is pumping, I need to move some of my token that I like. I need to sell my XRP and buy this because that's pumping. I'm not chasing green candles. I'm going to be positioned in stuff that I like, and I'm going to take profits. And then I might look ahead and go, wait, what hasn't moved yet? Let me dump a little bit of profit into that and see what happens.
And that's a great point, man. Like, we bought Render when it was down 70% for the year. Most people would look at that chart and be like, absolutely not. Same thing with ICP. But we knew it had good fundamentals. It had great partnerships. It's part of the AI narrative, and it's a huge company. Why is it?
And I bought some Ondo yesterday.
And that's the thing, guys. You do not want to buy Render after it pumps 90%. I mean, honestly, it's a bad example because it still has so much room. It like really is going to go.
Doubling from here is still 50-60% below all time. Or no,
it is wild how high some of these prices could get realistically. But again, you do not want to be buying these after a 200% pump. You like JC just said, find your favorite projects, find the ones that follow the narrative that you want to hold, that you're excited about. JC bought Ondo yesterday because he found out that 10% of real world assets are tokenized on Ondo, and then the massive amount of partnerships that Ondo has, which we shared on the show yesterday.
I just found this as I was looking up. I was trying to look for something else, but this says breaking. Like, this guy announced this is from 9:39 a.m. Eastern time on the 14th, which is today. So this is about an hour ago. I don't know. I haven't seen this flip yet, but the Fed just released the important maker data. We do know that. We're going to talk about this. The PPI, producer price index, went up 3%. So their prices inflated 3% instead of the 2.7. So that means it inflated more than expected. the core PPI is down, up. But this says 7 of 12 FOMC, the Federal Reserve members, now support January rate cuts. That still says 95% chance of no cut. So I don't know.
Again, I don't know why people are panicking about it. We don't really need. Yeah, it would be great. Of course, it's going to send the price, but it's not like contingent on anything.
Oh yeah, I always like this. This was funny. This is I saw this. Alex Becker reposted this. Let me change our things here so you can actually see it. Altcoin versus Bitcoin. This is alt season. It's showing the chart.
So you know what this chart doesn't show? The percentages, because that last green bubble, when you do the math, it is a 17,000% increase. 17,000
into alt season.
That is alt season. That is a 1,700x, which to me seems a little excessive. But that is the.
So what you're saying is XRP to 3,000 is possible, maybe not 10,000.
I actually showed my buddy. I showed my buddy the math because again, like numbers don't really mean much until you kind of put them all together. But if this happens, alts are, we really are going to have a super cycle. It's things are going to go so much higher than people even think, that I think everyone's going to sell early. People are going to sell at like $10, $20 XRP. Kyle, I know you in the chat right now. The second that XRP goes to $20, you're selling. I know you are. And then it's going to 2,000.
Yeah, this is just funny. Your most retarded friend is about to send you this chart. I love it. Okay, that was just funny to me.
I love that.
Before we get to the, I got memes for later. I did. This was interesting to me from Mark Chadwick X. Thanks, Mark, with the check mark. Grayscale's considering new ETFs and investment products. HBAR, ETH, XRP, and XLM, and 26 other change. Grayscale makes some more ETFs so that people buy more stuff. So Grayscale, big deal.
The math is mathing.
Math is mathing. Yep, that's not what I was looking for. So this is entirely not related. I mean, it is related, but did you see this? The U.S. Mint has suspended all sales of silver numismatic products. The official mint of the United States just said prices move too fast. They can't keep silver priced accurately. Products are being pulled until repricing is done. What is going on?
So they're like, wait, it's worth too much and we don't think it's worth what it says it is, so we're going to manipulate it, is basically what that says. It's so funny because one of my buddies owns a lot of silver. He's got lots of silver and lots of gold bars, and he's very happy about the silver price. But again, this always happens, guys. Tech stocks go, gold, silver goes, and then the money bleeds it into crypto. You know, so I don't know. How can they even do that? Halting sales?
They just say we're not selling anymore.
That's supply shock, yeah.
Guys, like this is from. Sorry, I can't even read that. I can't tell this is from. Due to metal costs, pricing adjustments are being evaluated across all numismatic products, whatever that means. In addition, say, hey chat, what does numismatic mean? In addition, rapidly rising silver prices may result in silver numismatic products being temporarily removed. Yeah, because they, like, I guess. Hey Siri, what are silver numismatic products? Anyway.
I'm going to assume that they're stamped with some
silver numismatic products refer to coins or rounds that are valued for their rarity. These can include commemorative releases, antiques, or coins with minting errors. This answer is from edgermetals.com.
Thanks.
So basically, coins.
So not just raw silver, like the collectible. So they're not going to be making these collectible silver things because the cost to buy the silver to make them is rising so rapidly they can't give you an accurate price on what it's going to cost.
Yeah, imagine when that happens to Bitcoin. What are they going to do then?
I'm going to sell mine. Thank you. Yeah, here we go. Ice got it for us. There you go. So yeah, they can't.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So to me, like, is that directly related to crypto? No. Is it going to affect crypto? Yes.
Tell you
Why?
what, it affected
Because
the
it's
value
the
of my
why.
other side pendant.
Yeah. Gotta flex. Gotta flex.
Dude, I love it.
I
Honestly,
love it.
I've been thinking about selling it just because the price has almost tripled. And it's because of silver, obviously, too. And there's a limited number of them, but it's just I
Hey,
can't part with it, man.
Don't be scared to take profits. Yeah. So this is silver prices going up is not directly affecting crypto, but the reason why silver prices and gold prices are going up does have a direct impact on crypto. And let's see if I have this saved. Not that. Yep, I know that. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I didn't save it, so we'll move on. This is something. This is I am like if you like volatility and you are really good at your chart game, volatility is a great time to do some trading. I am not good at volatility, so I don't do trading. But so the Supreme Court tariff ruling is not coming out today, but you can see here Polymarket was saying 73% chance the court rules tariffs are illegal. If that happens, the market instantly starts thinking about refunds on the $600 billion that Trump keeps talking about. At noon today, there's 3 Fed presidents going to speak. This is why this is important. This matters even more now because of the Powell investigation noise. So if we get any new details or change in tone on that, that may affect
I'll try
rates.
to stream that in the Discord for everybody. At 12, I'll hop into voice chat and we'll put on the meeting so you guys can kind of take a look and we can.
So this is from Weimar.x, DeFi Weimar. According to him, he studied the macro for 10 years and called almost every major market top. So he ought to be a trillionaire by now. But just be aware of today, a lot of volatility. We've already done that. Let me move on to this. This may be good news. I've been reading some stuff. People saying they are reading this crypto market structure bill, and it's really garbage. It's really just government control and complete loss of any type of privacy. And we'll see. But
which is why all the privacy coins are pumping. And JC brought this up, I think, yesterday, and it was a really good point. Everything is connected. There's a reason privacy, AI, real world assets, and the banking coins are all running right now. And I'm going to tell you why very, very briefly. The government actually likes crypto because it's not anonymous like people think it is. Everything is, everything is recorded. Everything is on the blockchain. They just kind of have to, we talked about this yesterday. They just got to match up the wallets and figure out who owns the wallet, which is not as hard as you think it is.
That is literally an AI command. Grok, track all transactions into and out of the following crypto wallet. Copy paste.
You really don't think that the IRS is going to be using AI to comb the blockchain? So what we're seeing is all of these, all these assets being tokenized, real estate, all the stuff with Hedera and Ondo. And what's going to happen, I think, is as AI becomes more prevalent, people are going to flock to the privacy coins more because of roll-ups. And we talked about this again yesterday. People are going to try to protect their money. People respect privacy. Privacy is a big deal for a lot of people. And that's why Monero's up 700% right now.
Yep.
Bitcoin, everyone says Bitcoin's anonymous, blah, blah, blah. And it is not. The only 2 cryptos that are really anonymous are Monero and Zcash.
And any type of service or blender that could make it anonymous is illegal. Reptar's got some people working at his house, so he'll be right back. but it's like what was it, Tornado Cash, which could you could send your crypto to that service, and they would flip it around, and you could have an anonymous wallet that's not tied to any of your personal data and hold that Bitcoin. So that was definitely deemed illegal. And I think they went after that guy and put him in prison. But I don't know. They don't like it when they can't tax your money. Or they can't, ultimately, they don't like it if they can't take your money if you say something they don't like.
Yeah, well, good luck taking my money when I don't ever sell.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that. We did that. You got anything else before we go memeing?
I think that's it, guys. I mean, yesterday we joked about buying a private island, but if you do the math and if you know how much XRP is in the wallets right now, I mean, I'm excited, guys. I'm genuinely excited. I think, we've been waiting like 2 or 3 years for this cycle. Things got a little dark and gloomy, and I think it's starting to come back. And I do not think this is just a buy the rumor, sell the news, and we're just going to drop back down. I really do think that we're going to start moving. There's way too much bullish news for us to go down right now.
I think we definitely could be. This could mark the bottom, like we are turning around. I mean a local bottom, not like the bottom of the bear market or anything, but like we are, we went up, we came back down, we're going to flop around for a minute, and we may be on our way back up. I could also see this be a fake out, like we went up, but then bad news breaks and we go back down. I don't know. The guy with the batting 1,000 calling a short makes me ICE, I'll have to figure out which website does that. But
dude, I'm opening up a short. I'm gonna do it, even if I get wrecked.
Make it a small one.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, again, guys, the big money's already loaded up the bags. BlackRock, all the governments, everybody, Trump's son. They're ready to go. They're ready to send the markets. I don't see any reason why they're going to keep delaying it. And once the Clarity Act hits, I really do think we're going to see some insane price action.
This just made me laugh. Boomers selling their silver for $100 an ounce after buying it in 1969 for 7 raspberries a pound.
Okay, hold on. What is the going rate for a pound of raspberries right now is the question. Because that's not even that much.
That was funny to me, but yeah, that's my parents' generation, silver and gold was their thing, and so like they've got
still a thing.
It's still a thing. I have a little bit of silver and a little bit of gold, but my parents' generation, my parents or my in-laws or whatever, like they probably are better off on that than I am on my crypto. So.
Well, you want to know something interesting? I again could be wrong about this. This is just my theory, but these babies, this is an ancient graphics card. It's just the one I have laying here. These are so essential for AI. That's why NVIDIA is the biggest tech stock, because the demand for processing power just is exponential with AI. Every single graphics card has hundreds of dollars of silver and gold in them. And it got to the point where we wouldn't even sell the new graphics cards to China because we wanted the better ones, and there just wasn't enough of them. And there's still not enough of them.
Let's also point this out, because this is going to be important long-term for just all economic sectors. Silver and gold are required for that stuff. Processing power is required for AI. You know what else is required for both of those? Power generation.
Energy. The only real currency.
Yeah. All right, let's continue the memes. Dear Mr. President, just one more bull run. I swear I'll take profits.
Yeah. That was me after almost getting liquidated. I'm like, please just go back up. I promise I'll close the position.
Right. This guy, this naive meme, he's got some good stuff. I pulled all of these today. Bitcoin came back to 95. Me with 0.01 Bitcoin that I bought at 110. Is that you last night, Reptar? On your long? You're like, yeah, baby. What color Porsche do I want?
What was I up? I think I was up 200% in my long when I finally closed it out, which is crazy. Because, I mean, I did that in like half an hour. So it was, again, doesn't always go that way, but it was nice.
It's nice when it does.
But you need to appreciate the small wins, like that kitty.
Yeah. If I get rich in crypto, I just act like this till they fire me. Yeah. Yeah. I did that one. I'm just scrolling through this guy's stuff now.
They're just all in bed together. It's wild.
I have alt season down here. Yep, here I come. That's no. This guy's pretty funny. These buttons are the Bitcoin 100K resistance. Oh. Did you FOMO out? Did you FOMO out at 78K?
Aww. You know, me and my buddy were talking about this yesterday, and I probably shouldn't bring it up because it's kind of a sensitive subject. You remember the guy that shot himself in the Lamborghini?
Yeah.
It just goes to show, like, I mean, this is a stressful market, guys. It really is. But making rash, quick decisions based on the price action is never a good idea. Mm-hmm. He could have sold the Lamborghini, put it into Bitcoin, and he'd be by 3 of them right now. You know, it's staring at the price every day is never good for anyone's mental health, you know?
Except when it's going up. Then you can stare at it all day long because you're like, just like that meme was.
Unless Reptar shorted.
Gotta look. So we are at 96,913 on Bitcoin. I don't want that. There we go. We did make it to 97,100. All right. I got nothing else for you. We've had some memes. Pay attention. Like, if you just, I'm going to sit back and watch today. I'm not actually trading. I don't trade. I'm not going to do, but I just watching what happens. That's what I'm going to do today.
And I'm going to be doing the exact opposite and, you know, risking it all for the bloodline.
Degen and short.
But yeah, guys, again, check out some of our other videos if you're not sure what projects to look at. You know, we see a lot of new people coming in. It's overwhelming. There's a lot, yeah. But there are a very solid group of projects that we believe are going to do really well. Yes, we can hop in Discord and talk for a little bit. I know you want to use the soundboard.
But gee, yeah, I wonder what's coming.
Get shit on.
Thanks.
That's fun. Guys, come into the Discord, play with the soundbar. It's actually a lot of fun, a lot of degeneracy, a lot of really smart guys in there. And who knows, you might learn something. You might win some free stuff.
Yep, we do have game night tonight, and yeah.
So JC, what is game night?
It's nothing. It's probably nothing. It is basically a longer version of this live show, except we're in Discord and we're playing games and giving away prizes, and we're talking about more degen crypto stuff. We do some TA every time DJ is available to come on, and yeah, we have a lot of fun. We play games, we give away prizes, usually just, a few bucks in crypto here and there, but sometimes something more.
He says a few bucks in crypto. And, guys, we've been doing this for like 4 years. We've given away over $250,000 in prizes just at game night. So, we really try to come out for game night. It's a huge event for our community. Everyone really enjoys it. And if you guys want to learn some more, have some fun, and maybe win some free stuff, hop in. It'll be tonight at 9 p.m.
tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And if you do have questions about various projects or what stuff we like, I don't know why you would, because we literally know nothing about anything. But we did make some videos with some predictions and stuff, and we'll see if we're right. We have long form content if you would just want to see all of our thoughts, but Reptar's also pulled some shorts on individual projects. So if you're curious about one particular project, check it out. But yeah, do all the social media stuff for us if you would, if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. If you hate us, smash the dislike button and call us idiots in the comments. A lot of people
smashed the dislike button on the short that I saw. I feel so bad. I posted a video, and now JC's arguing with a bunch of random strangers on the internet.
That's what the internet is for.
I love it. But yeah, guys, you know, there's, again, a lot of projects out there. Hop in, check out some of our videos, and we will continue to keep an eye on things and have our event. And that's all I got. When moon, Lambo.
Forget everyone. You get a moon, you get a moon, you get a moon. How much to buy the planet? All right. Chomp chomp.